Hello children, good morning to you all. Yesterday we have completed our grammar part. Understand? So today vocabulary is left for us. We are going to do with vocabulary. We did demonstrations and articles completed. And now today's topic, probably the last one I can say, is today's topic is phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. Understand? You know verbs. Hopefully I say you know verbs. Verbs are action words. We already learnt in many ways. Okay. Then what are phrasal verbs? In the beginning, when I took you the warming up classes, I told about sentences and phrases. What are phrases? Phrases are the group of 2 or 3 words together. They give some sense, but they do not give the complete sense. Here also, we use the prepositions along with the verbs. 2 words we use. One is verb first, followed by preposition. This forms the phrasal verbs. We have come across so many words in our lesson. We have come across so many such words in our lesson, a question of grammar. So in this class, in 5th class, you have so many such phrasal verbs in many lessons. So it is the beginning. What are phrasal verbs? The phrases which are used as verbs. What do they contain generally here in this lesson? We have the verb followed by prepositions. So verb plus preposition together give one meaning. Taking the same common verb along with other prepositions, various prepositions, they give different meanings, various meanings. Come means రావడం అంతే కదా, కానీ ఆ కమ్ అనే వర్డ్తో పాటు అలాంగ్, ఫ్రమ్ and so many such words are used. Means come up, like that. Come is the single common verb we use. Understand? In our lesson, basic verb is come. Along the word come, we have up, come along, come along, come by, come through. Understand? And the next, come up with, come around to, come down with. These are from your lesson. These are the phrases. Why we call them phrases? More than a word. Here come up with 3. Come along 2. Come by 2 words. Come through 2 words. Come around 2. 3 words. Come down with again 3 words. So this come is the basic word we used. Verb. Along with it we used these prepositions. Understand? And come single word if you use రావడం అని అర్థం అవుతుంది అలా, కానీ దాంతోపాటు ఈ prepositions యూజ్ చేస్తే దే గివ్ డిఫరెంట్ మీనింగ్స్. సో వాట్ మీనింగ్స్ దే గివ్ we will see. Come along means accompany, go with somebody is called come. Come along. I want you to come along with me. Simply చెప్తాం, come with me నరే అంటాం ఫ్రెండ్స్. అలా come along, he came along with me for the party. అంటే నాతో పాటు రా అన్నట్టు. come along ante. Accompanying, joining. Come by, find accidentally. Come by, he came by chance, accidentally, suddenly, without any plan, without any notice. It is called come by, find accidentally. అనుకోకుండా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయడము, అనుకోకుండా కలవడము, ఎట్సెట్రా. కమ్ త్రూ, సక్సీడ్ ఇన్ డీలింగ్ విత్ ఏ సిచ్యువేషన్. కమ్ త్రూ మీన్స్ బికమింగ్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ ఇన్ డీలింగ్ విత్ ఏ సిచ్యువేషన్. ఏదో ఒక సిచ్యువేషన్ ఉంది, దాంట్లో పాటు టఫ్ టైం ఉంటుంది, వీఆర్ ఫేసింగ్ ఇట్ అండ్ వి కమ్ త్రూ ఇట్ అంటే దాంట్లో నుంచి కూడా సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా బయటపడడము అని అర్థం. ఓకే, దెన్ నెక్స్ట్ కమ్ అప్ విత్, ఇమాజిన్, ప్రొడ్యూస్. కమ్ అప్, హీ కేమ్ అప్ విత్ అన్ ఐడియా ఆఫ్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్ అన్ ఎక్స్కర్షన్ అండ్ సజెస్టింగ్. అండర్స్టాండ్, సజెస్టింగ్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఇమాజినింగ్ అవ్వచ్చు. కమ్ అరౌండ్ టు మీన్స్ అగ్రీ. దే కేమ్ అరౌండ్ టు ద కన్క్లూజన్. They agree. Agreeing is called come around to. Come down with means fall sick. He come down with fever means coming down means digipoodam ani kaadu. Come down means falling sick, not feeling well. In this way, in different ways we use these phrases. Here in page number, they gave the meanings. These are the words, phrases. This side meanings are there. You are writing them in your notebook. I will send you a photograph. Then on the next page, you have fill in the blanks. You have to choose these phrases and fill in. For example, first one, if we talk to Mohan, he might dash our views on the class picnic. He may agree the views, opinions of our class picnic. So agreeకి ఏమొచ్చిన మనకి కమ్ అరౌండ్. కమ్ అరౌండ్ we will get. Okay. Then next, my mother will dash with me to the concert. My mother will accompany to me. My mother will join me to the concert program. అంటే ఏం రావాలి? Come along will come here. Understand? Anand came, Anand dashed these earrings while searching for his pen. అంటే దొరకడం, ఫౌండ్, వెతికి దొరకడం అన్నమాట. కేమ్ బై, పాస్ట్ టెన్స్ ఉంటే కేమ్ బై, ప్రెజెంట్ టెన్స్ ఉంటే కమ్ బై. దెన్ ఇఫ్ ఐ వర్క్ హార్డ్ ఇనఫ్ ఫర్ దిస్ ఎగ్జామ్, ఐ విల్ బి ఏబుల్ టు కమ్ త్రూ. ఐ విల్ బి సక్సెస్ఫుల్. కమ్ త్రూ మీన్స్ బీయింగ్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్. No one was able to dash a solution to the problem. Come up with a solution. Come up with a solution. Rimil dash with fever after staying out in the rain all day. Rimil came down with fever. He is suffering from fever ani arthamu. We have such sentences here. I will give you both. You just copy it in your notebook. Okay. Then next thing. So I did not write, just I explained this part. Next is last bit. Rewrite the sentences by putting exclamation marks. When do you use exclamation mark? When you think about sudden feelings. You talk about sudden feelings. Okay, I hope it is clear. Phrases, phrasal verbs using come with prepositions. Understand? And I am giving you with the answers. Fill in the blanks. And you are going to write that box, meanings and words, or else I will type and send you. Okay. Then hurrah, we have one. So exclamatory mark using exclamatory marks. Exclamation marks. Exclamation marks, which one is exclamation mark? This. We have learnt about different types of sentences. Positive sentence, negative sentence, assertive, affirmative sentence and exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences which tell us about sudden feelings. It may be a feeling of happiness, surprise, excitement, sorrow, etc., sadness, etc. Understand? When you win any match, you say, hurrah, we won the match. What it shows? Excitement. So, here, hurrah, we won the match. Means where you have to put which word shows you the surprise or excitement. Here, this is match means it shows excitement. So, hurrah is the word which shows you excitement. So, here you should put this exclamatory mark. Then, second one is, oh no, it has started to rain. Oh no, it has started to rain. So, where you put, oh no, or else, oh, no, here only correct. Oh no, it started to rain. Irritation, anger you are showing here, unhappiness. Oh no, it started raining. Then third one is, oh, fire run out. Fire run out of the building immediately. Fire run out of the building immediately. Here, full sentence is giving some kind of excitement. Fire run out of the building immediately means here you will get the, what to say, exclamatory mark. Fourth one, yum, this cake is delicious. Yum, this cake is delicious. This cake is delicious. So, yum, this cake is delicious. Both the places you need exclamatory mark. Fifth, oops, I dropped the spoon. Here it gives the feeling of a mistake. Oops, here you have to put the exclamatory mark. And last one, there has been a terrible accident nearby. We need last. complete sentence, it is showing a kind of fear. So in this way, you see, in first sentence we used near hurrah. Hurrah, we won the match. Excitement it shows. Oh no, it has started to rain. Here, unhappiness it shows. Fire, run out of fire, run out of the room, building immediately. It shows a kind of fear. Yum, this cake is delicious. Yum, means some happiness, liking. Oops, I dropped the spoon. Unhappiness. Understand? Sudden feeling. At once we get that feeling. ఎప్పుడు ఆలోచించి కాదు, వెంటనే వస్తుంది మనకు ఆ ఫీలింగ్. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎక్సైట్మెంట్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్క్లమేషన్. దేర్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ a terrible accident nearby. Here also full sentence gives us a kind of exclamation. So in this way, exclamatory mark is used to express different types of feelings which we get to our mind suddenly, instantly, not thinking for a long time and all. Instantly, అప్పుడప్పుడు వచ్చే ఫీలింగ్స్ని చూపెట్టే ఈ మార్క్ని ఎక్స్క్లమేషన్ మార్క్ అంటారు. సో హియర్ వి స్టాప్. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ అవర్ లెసన్. Next we will go to next lesson on tomorrow. Okay, so thank you children.